That Saturday evening, I found myself in the hotel lobby. My friends had already scattered around the bar, laughing and enjoying themselves, but my attention was elsewhere. For the first time in a while, I felt a surge of excitement coursing through me as I observed my surroundings. Two men sitting at the corner of the bar caught my eye. Tall, sophisticated, and exuding confidence, they seemed to own the space without trying. When I noticed their gazes shift toward me, a spark of intrigue ignited within. One of them stood up and walked toward me. "You're the most elegant woman here tonight," he said, his voice low and assured. I smiled softly, unable to hide the rising anticipation within me. Moments later, his friend joined us. Their conversation, their ease, and the magnetic energy between us pulled me in completely. There was an unspoken game forming, a subtle exchange of glances, smiles, and fleeting gestures. I could tell this night was going to be anything but ordinary. "Would you like to go somewhere more private?" one of them whispered. The suggestion startled me, but a sudden surge of courage overrode my hesitation. I nodded, allowing them to lead me to the hotel terrace. The city lights illuminated the dark sky, and a gentle breeze brushed against my face as my excitement grew with every passing second. One of them gently placed his hand on my waist. "Tonight is all about you," he murmured. The other softly tilted my chin, his eyes locking onto mine. "This moment is nothing short of magical," he added, his voice steady and captivating. My breath quickened, and my thoughts seemed to dissolve into the night air. When our lips finally met, the tension that had built up throughout the evening was released in an instant. Their kisses started slow, deliberate, as if exploring the boundaries of this new connection, but within moments they deepened, carrying a growing intensity that consumed me. My hands instinctively found their way to their shoulders as they pulled me closer, each touch sending waves of warmth through me. Their gestures were gentle yet confident, their movements igniting parts of me I had long suppressed. One of them let his hand drift along my back, while the other brushed my hair away from my face with a tender yet deliberate motion. Their synchronized energy created an unspoken harmony that enveloped us. The world outside seemed to fade away entirely, leaving only the three of us in this moment. Their touch wasn't just physical, it resonated with an emotional depth I hadn't experienced in years. Every glance, every subtle move deepened the connection between us. Under the soft glow of the terrace lights, it felt as though we had created a world of our own. One of them traced his fingers along my jawline, while the other's hand rested lightly on my waist, drawing me closer. Each breath, each motion, carried a sense of liberation I hadn't realized I was craving. The delicate movements of their hands, the warmth of their presence. It all felt like rediscovering a part of myself that had been hidden for far too long. Time seemed to stand still as we remained lost in this shared moment. The rhythm of the night, the soft hum of the city below, and the warmth of their touch blended into an intoxicating harmony. It was as if nothing else mattered, just this moment, just us. When morning came, the first rays of sunlight streamed through the hotel window, gently waking me. My mind was still replaying the events of the night. Their energy, their words, their touch, they lingered in my thoughts, refusing to fade. I felt a strange mix of unease and contentment, as though I had discovered something profound, yet unsettling. For the first time in a long while, I felt alive. That night wasn't just an escape. It was a moment of rediscovery. Some nights don't simply become memories. They remind you of who you are, where you stand, and how unpredictable life can be. This night was exactly that for me. Unforgettable, transformative, and completely freeing. I knew I would carry the mark of that night with me forever. Returning to the monotony of the past was no longer an option. That night had been a beginning, a moment of rebirth and liberation.